Today's topic is a job interview, 7 answers you should not give. While most of the times we talk about how one should answer the questions in a personal interview, it is also important to know how one should not answer these questions. The right answer to a question is absolutely dependent on the situation and cannot be carved in stone, but knowing the right and wrong approach to answer these questions will help you in dealing with the situation. The presentation tells you the wrong and right approach to answer some of the most frequently asked tricky questions. Why does this role interest you? Or why have you applied for this job? Here the wrong approach is, this role interests me because I believe it will offer me a lot of challenges which I love to face, and I will get to learn a lot in this role and progress in my career. So that was the wrong approach. What could be the right approach? The right approach is, rather than discussing about what the job can do for you, match your skills, experience and personal qualities with the requirement of the job and tell the interviewer that since you have all these qualities, you have applied for this position. Second question, what is your greatest weakness? Here the wrong approach is, I don't have any weakness. Second wrong approach is, I cannot take pressure. Example, like if you have applied for a position where you know pressure is always going to exist. For example, if you have applied for a position in sales, right? So the wrong approach is to say, I can't take pressure. Here the right approach is to say, every human being has weakness. The key to answer this question lies in admitting that you do have weakness and offer either a completely unrelated weakness which would not have an impact on the role you have applied for, or present one of your strengths as a weaknesses. You can also analyze the situation, and if the interview is going in a light environment, you can also give a light answer to this question. For example, my son is my biggest weakness. Third question, what is your greatest achievement? Here the wrong approach is something like, I stood first in the merit list for my class 10th board exams. This says that you did not achieve anything as big as that after class 10th. Here the right approach is, find an answer to this question in recent past and highlight the personal qualities you needed to achieve it. Question 4. Why do you want to quit your present job? The wrong approach for this is, I am not liking the work environment, or my boss is not good, or the salary they are paying is too less. Here the right approach is like something, you should say, the reason for you to leave a job could be numerous, but ensure that you do not badmouth your boss or the company during a job interview. You have not come to discuss a problem in the interview, rather your purpose is to find a solution to your problem in the form of a new employer. So focus your answer on better prospects. Question 5. You do not have all the experience we are seeking for this position. Here the wrong approach is something, getting nervous and saying, I will learn, sir. Right approach is, do not get uncomfortable if you do not have all the experience required for the position, and also it is important that you do not behave as a job beggar. The recruiter has a need and you could be a possible solution. Match your skills and personal qualities with the job requirement and say that you have most of what it takes to perform this job. However, every new job needs a person to learn something new, and you are quite good at picking up new things fast. You can back this up with an example from your previous jobs where you picked up new things. Question 6. Your expected salary. Here the wrong approach is saying something, I expect 17.5 thousand for this job, or a 10 or 15% increase from my last job. Here the right approach is something like, do not jump at a figure when asked about expected salary. Ask the interviewer about the salary they would offer on this position. There is a possibility that the company has fixed salary for each level. If at all you have to be the one to spell out the figure first, mention a range which is not too broad. For example, I expect something around mid 40s for this position. Keeping the range too broad may get you something towards the lower end. Question 7. Do you want to ask us something about the company? Here the wrong approach is saying no, I don't have any questions. Right approach, it is important that you read about the company before you go for the interview and ask some intelligent questions about the business. This shows your level of interest in the position and your preparation for the interview. If you do not have questions related to business, you can ask about your growth prospects in the organization. Thank you.